BalconyTV.
Hello, humans of planet Earth and any sentient machines tuning in. I'm John Ray with BalconyTV Austin, and we're here on a full moon night in Austin with SaulPaul. He has one of the more inspiring stories that I've ever heard, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. But this is SaulPaul. He's going to play a song for us, and then we're going to get back.
That's what that is. What's up, world? It's your boy, SaulPaul. Not to be confused with Sean Paul. SaulPaul, SAUL, Check this out. I'm excited to debut this song, Dreaming 3D. Yeah. No woman, no cry no more. This is the moment that you always hope for. Every sacrifice and tear you cry. Every single second yourself you deny. Always counting down, just waiting your time. Well, it has arrived. Open your eyes and rise, shine. It's your time. Dreaming 3D, cause it's going down. I said rise, shine. It's your time. Dreaming 3D, cause it's going down now. Hey, hey, hey. It's going down. Titanic, yeah, yeah, yeah. So do it big then, gigantic. It's either teardrops or drips of sweat, fears and regret or cheers and success. Grinding till you're feeling that you're near to your death, for living life on the pressures, trying to deal with the stress. Expecting what's best or accepting what's left. Investing in self or working for someone else. Complaining about the game or working with what was well. Becoming numb to life and make them feel what you felt. Either let out on the lounge or right there on your sleeve. You only gon' achieve what you dare to believe. It ain't gon' be easy, they'll be there to deceive. I want what's mine, I don't need nobody sharing with me. You can feed off the lies and sow your seed of faith. You practice patience, don't waste time making moves in haste. You can talk about it or let them see in your face. You taste the sweetness of victory or Eastside grace. But I say rise, shine, it's your time. Dreaming 3D, cause it's going down now. I say rise, shine, it's your time. Dreaming 3D, cause it's going down now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going down. Titanic, yeah, yeah, yeah. So do it big then, gigantic. You got nothing to lose. What'll make your daily pay like you got nothing to prove. Don't be frontin' for fools, stay focused. You got something to do. Snatch the top slot, what's the use of number 2? Hold you down like Neo when they come for you. You choose the rule, get chopped like lumber do. The comfort of slumber, keep the dumb ones under the roof. Don't scared of thunder, die, they hide and hunger for food. You was birthed on this earth with a purpose and cause. Blow your mind to find it's more than simply serving the law. Every day that you wake, you involved in a war. Recall when you swore, never get as worse as before. You better take what's yours, I gotta take what's yours. From this day forward, be great, change your fate for sure. Let the hate elevate the rate at which you score. Time is ticking much quicker, you can't wait no more. Rise, shine, it's your time. Dreaming 3D, cause it's going down now. I said rise, shine, it's your time. Dreaming 3D, cause it's going down now. Hey, hey, hey. It's going down. Titanic, hey, hey, hey. We'll do it big then, gigantic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going down. Titanic, hey, hey, hey. We'll do it big then, gigantic. SaulPaul.
Nice. SaulPaul, thanks for being here. That was great.
Sir.
So let's start with SaulPaul. This is a reference to a biblical story about Saul, who was in prison and became the Apostle Paul, whose letters to the Corinth and to the, I think, Ephesians.
Yeah.
Basically, he provided an inspiring story of how his life had been changed. So you have your own inspiring story.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Tower to Tower, and then we can go into what your new project is.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly where the name came from. You know, being a rapper, I don't know, I feel like, okay, I need a name, but I went from Saul to Paul. Went from being a bad guy to being a guy, that's how I say it. Myself, I grew up in Houston, down in Houston, Texas, in foster care. Mom died when I was 3. Dad ran off and left, never met him, still haven't seen him. But I had an awesome grandmother. She adopted me, she raised me, did the best job she could. But she was old and I was young. She was slow, I was fast. She was soft-hearted and I was hard-headed. So I kind of grew up doing what I wanted to do, made a lot of bad choices, but still was able to graduate high school, went to the prestigious University of Texas at Austin, right here in Austin. But I didn't have any life skills. So I get to UT, smoke a lot of weed, drink a lot, party a lot, did a lot of stuff that most of my peers rap about. And but I had to deal with the consequences of it. I ultimately got kicked out of college, got convicted of 4 felonies, and got sent to the Texas State Penitentiary. And as I was sitting in prison, I realized it wasn't because I'm black, it wasn't because my mom died or my dad left. It wasn't the system, it wasn't the man. You know, it's because I made bad choices. You make bad choices, you get bad results. Make better choices, get better results. Best choice I ever made, I got a life coach. I said, you know what, Jesus, I can't do it. You take the wheel, like the Carrie Underwood song. He started calling the plays. I started running the plays. I found lots of success. I got out of prison. I was there for 2 years, even though I had 10. That's like a modern day miracle. After that, I got into UT. I got back into UT, which was unheard of, and graduated from the prestigious University of Texas with a film degree and a vision to change the world one song at a time.
I love it. It's so inspiring, and you know, your new project, which we'll talk about in a little bit, is really about creating your own reality, and you are such a shining example of how that can be done. Tell us a little bit about the new project.
The first project, Tower to Tower, it was. I had this dream it would be like a CD, a DVD, and a book, and it was. And then I took it all across the country, as far as Jerusalem. Got to float in the Dead Sea, and a little boy from the ghetto like myself, right? I flew all the way to Jerusalem and floated in the Dead Sea. I had lunch one day. When I came back, I had breakfast in Jerusalem, lunch in London, and dinner in New York. But you got to put it in perspective. I'm like a little boy from the ghetto that used to like eating government cheese and grew up on food stamps. So that was a big deal to me, right? So that was the first project. What I saw as I traveled across the world was that people were like, "Oh, it's so sad, you know, like you were an orphan and you grew up in the ghetto and you went to prison." But like, yeah, those were my circumstances. That was my reality. But I got life turned around and now I'm successful. You know, like I set my goals, defined what success was, and became successful. But I saw a lot of people that didn't have that adversity, didn't come from that background, but they weren't content. They weren't successful by their own standard. They had these dreams that they weren't living out. What I learned when I went to prison was that, like, just as easily as I went to prison, I could have been dead. Life could have been over. And the question I asked myself was like, did I live? Was I living my dream? And so now I wake up every day like excited to live my dream. And so as I traveled the world and I saw these people who weren't living their dreams, it sparked something in me. And I was like, my next project will be called Dreaming 3D, which is my hood way of saying make your dream a reality. Mm-hmm. And so the song that I just debuted, that's the first time it's ever been, you know, exposed and whatnot, and it's called Dreaming 3D, title song for it. And I'm excited because there's an album, there's a book, we have a website, it's wedreaming3d.com, where we highlight people that I come across along the way that are living their dreams, so we can recognize that it's not only 4 or 5 celebrities you see at any given time in the world that are living their dream, but there's regular people every day. Just like I saw a lot of people that weren't living their dream, I ran into a lot of people, regular everyday people that were like living their dream. And so I'm so excited we've created this platform, this website, wedreaming3d.com, and we're highlighting those people. And I'm most excited about this mobile app. You know, like if you got an iPhone or Android or iPad, whatever you got, tablet, you can download this app. And it's not just like a website on a mobile device. It's not that at all. It's actually a game. And it was designed from the ground up by a lot of awesome people I work with in my company, Reroute Music Group. And they designed it, and it's awesome and it's fun. So. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing your story. It really is inspiring. Go check out SaulPaul. What's the website where they can find your music?
They can find my music at SaulPaul.com.
All right. Well, SaulPaul, thank you so much. It's a pleasure. I'm John Ray with BalconyTV Austin, and thanks for watching.
BalconyTV.